Jay, your Minnesota Vikings are wrapping up this week's NFL games. They're going up against division rivals, the Chicago Bears. The Vikings are only 1.5-point favorites in this game. Who have you got? Will J.J. McCarthy hit the ground running? Will Brian Flores just completely confuse Caleb Williams, considering Caleb Williams might be potentially confused already by Ben Johnson's offense?
And then this big report that just dropped, and it's a 3-part series that Caleb had to get his cadence switched back to a college one because he couldn't understand the NFL one last year, that he couldn't wrap his head around the plays, that he couldn't get the plays into the offense. They had to dumb everything down, and that this kid isn't putting in any of the film time, which we just found out a couple days ago too. Can Ben Johnson turn that around? Maybe, but Caleb Williams already put himself a year behind the way it sounds by not doing things the right way, which is wild to me as a first overall pick. I just, if the Vikings don't win this game, I don't know what to think, because they actually should walk away with this game. And I think they're going to rely a lot on the running game this year. That's why you bring in Mason. You got a two-headed monster with Aaron Jones. Like I said, I think Aaron Jones will be the starter. Mason will end up getting more carries overall. And J.J. McCarthy has played in some of the biggest games you could ever think of in high school and college. So I don't think the moment will be too big for him, but it is weird that he has to go back to his hometown for his first game. I hope that doesn't give him too much, anxiety. But I think he'll be fine. Kevin O'Connell will coach him through any nerves he has. And I think they're going to rely heavily on the run game and the defense this year. And it's going to look a little different than it did the last couple of years. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see Adam Thielen back. I think, in skilled positions, they're loaded across the board with a good offensive line. I mean, their defensive line was good, but they needed to shore up the middle, and they did that with Hargrave and Jonathan Allen. I think that the sky's the limit for the defense, and I think their only weakness might be their corners, but they play 3 to 4 safeties at a time, and we're deep at safety, so we'll see how that goes. I said all that just to say, give me the Vikings minus the 1.5.